Well, we're here. We hope that we could cause trouble to people's minds that think everything is okay.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
We want them to get a little troubled over this. My sign here says, "In aid to Israel." We're paying them to do the work they're doing.
Is part of your family involved in this?
Yes, the kid who died is a first cousin of my cousin. In fact, he's right here. He's not just his first cousin. Mohammad AbuKhdar, the kid who got burned to death, this is one of his close friends. So when he goes to Palestine, he will always be hanging around with him.
Very close friend. We used to hang out when we were little. Every time we go to Jerusalem, we used to always, go around, go do stuff together.
What was his name?
Mohammad AbuKhdar.
This is his face right here. This is the shirts we have, so to protest, to raise awareness that what's going on. We were. It's outside of Jerusalem. It's a little village called Shofat, and it's on the Israeli territory, but it's where Palestinians live. He wasn't like when he got kidnapped. He was going to pray. He wasn't even going. He wasn't throwing rocks. It was early in the morning. They acted like they were. They wanted to ask for directions. They're like, oh, they seen the video where they stopped on the car. They act like they're asking for directions. They beat him up, put him in the car. They tortured him in the car, and then they later found him dead, burnt. They poured gas down his mouth. They tortured him. They burnt him alive.
Who was
No, this was settlers, Israeli settlers. But when they see one Palestinian by himself, they call a whole bunch of people and they get him. That's how they do.
Our brothers?
My brother, my brother, my brother, my brother. Yeah, all my brothers.
Do you have any plans to go back to Palestine?
Yeah.
Inshallah.
When I don't know, maybe next summer, go visit his grave.
Because right now they're not gonna let us in Palestine. If they see our last names, they're not gonna let us in.
Yeah.
So right now we can't go. Because my brother-in-law tried to book a ticket. They wouldn't even let him book his ticket.
Yeah. What do you think about the Israeli kids that were kidnapped?
See, their proof is like nothing. They don't even have. They just. How do they know that Hamas got the kids? They don't have any proof of anything. So we're thinking that it was a car accident. That car accident that happened. They're trying to cover it up with Palestinian they killed them, so they can rally it up a little bit, and they have something against us for them to fight with. And then the army themselves, they've been saying that they've been shooting rubber-coated bullets, but they've been shooting real bullets at people. They've been shooting like there's 2 kids that died, and on camera. But then they still claim that they've been shooting rubber-coated bullets.
Any reaction from Klobuchar's office?
No, in fact, I myself, and I am not aware of anybody else who has. Hopefully soon we will request a personal meeting. Not only Klobuchar, Franken and Keith Ellison need to take a stand.
This works and it's a way of all kinds of violence.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
U.S. media ever reports anything. So don't give me your tired, let me hear your voices. Stop the crime!
Stop the killing! Stop the crime!
Israel and Palestine!
Israel and Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
We all need to be here speaking out on this issue. This is a very, very serious issue.
We're trying to survive on your own land is an everyday battle where white phosphorus is dropped from the sky like rain over Seattle. They use depleted uranium on civilians. Our tax dollars are funding a modern day Holocaust, and our own blood is the cost. Bedam, nifti, Gaza, Barah, Bedam, nifti, Gaza.
Personally offer the anti-war committee solidarity to the family of Mohammad and Tariq.
3 Israeli teenagers went missing, but Israel claimed that we killed them, kidnapped them, whatever. If Hamas did it, Hamas would have said they did it. We're fighting for the land. That's all we want. A car was driving by my village back in Palestine, saw my little 15-year-old cousin sitting on the porch of his house ready for Fajr prayer, morning prayer. They reversed the car, got out, took him, forced him into the car, and kidnapped him. They forced him to drink gasoline, They burnt him alive. When his dad called the police, they found him. Subhanallah, a couple of hours after everything was done, they knew exactly where the kid was. They couldn't find him earlier to save him. They wanted his dad to sign papers that his son was part of problems, terrorist programs, and that his son was gay. And that's the reason why his son died. And they also wanted him to sign a paper that it was a family conflict and that his own family killed him and it was an honor killing. After that, our own president sent my uncle a check, an open check, that sign it for whatever amount of money you want and forget about what just happened. You know what? We're not going to forget about what just happened. Because every day for 60 years, they've been doing this. Not to my cousin, to every single little kid down the street.
So remind people this is not a war about religions, it's a war about land, and it's a war about a movement. Zionism is a movement, it's not a religion. It only lasted about 110 years.
She stayed home with my other sister.
We're walking to Free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free, 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 free Palestine!